He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. This is my review for GreenLeaf. This is season 3, episode 3. It came on Wednesday. Y'all not gonna get this until Friday. But I love you guys anyway. Anyway, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel, okay? And be one of my little active subscribers. And do not forget to hit the notification bell because that lets you know when I have new videos up. I will be live on my YouTube channel this Friday, as I am every Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all know I stay in Michigan. So 10 p.m. Friday, which was later today, because y'all won't see this until... well, it's 4 a.m. It's 4 a.m. right now, so this hopefully will be up, I don't know, by 7 a.m. maybe. I don't know, I might not put it up till I go to bed and wake up again for work. Anyway, you'll get about 12, let's say that. Okay, so again, I will be on my YouTube live tonight, Friday, September 7th? I think so. Anyway, yeah. Oh, girl, oh, Jesus, this shirt is to be moving on its own. Anyway, so the episode picks up... I'm just all messed up today, y'all. I'm just, my eye itching. My shirt was feeling too much boob and just doing too much for me, Lord Jesus. Anyway, I'm going to try my best not to cuss in this review. Because, well, do they be cussing on here? They be cussing on that show, man. Forget that. But I'm going to still try to not cuss as much. It's just it's a church show. Anyway, so the episode picks up. We see May, Grace, and Sophia at the breakfast table, and it's real quiet and somber. You know what I'm saying? Grace is like, I'm going out to eat. Should I bring you something back, baby? Sophia, no, I'm good. And then May like, you know what, baby? We should have a dinner together. Would that be great? Grandma, that'd be great. And so they agreed to have dinner. So, Sophia leaves out and whatnot. I'm sorry, y'all. My eye is crazy. Sophia leaves out, and then May gets a delivery. It's a letter. And she is served with divorce papers. And she like, oh my God. So she is, of course, shocked. But I said, but you just told Bishop yesterday, you know what I'm saying, that you was going to divorce his black ass, okay? You know what I'm saying? You told him that I'm going to divorce your black ass, is what she said. So, I'm still shocked that he went and got divorce papers so fast and, you know what I'm saying, served her. But, Bishop, sometimes he does too much all the damn time. So Grace like, Mom, what's wrong? Girl, bad, you know what I'm saying? After how you talked to me yesterday, the only reason you in this house is because you found me. I'm like, why she gotta get out like that? She just because she found me, Lord Jesus. So we then see May speed off when she leave the house because again, she's upset at these divorce papers. So I'm like, I guess she mad and sped off that man because it's a thin line between love and hate. Y'all know I love Lynn from A Thin Line. Anyway, she ends up going to see a lawyer. Okay. And she's like, look, I just need to know what are my options. My husband served me with divorce papers. And she's like, well, what's his issue? Like, what happened? He was sleeping with my sister over and over again, or whatever he was doing that whole affair, and now he's dating somebody who was half his age. Now see, I'm like, but she didn't mention he slept with my sister years ago, and for the most part I knew him and my sister had at least had sex one time. I'm only upset because I found out it happened more than one time. And then technically he don't have a relationship with Rochelle. They be doing some dumbass flirting, true indeed, but he has not really done anything with her, and it's really Rochelle who was like pushing herself up on Bishop. But don't get me wrong, because Bishop ain't no angel, okay? But she kind of give her the, the May version of things going on. And so she said, oh, juicy. She said, is you a Christian? She's like, no, and you're going to be happy I'm not a Christian. Anyway, if you want my assistance, it's going to be a $10,000 retainer, and then I'm all yours. That ain't no problem. She write a whole little check or whatever. And she's like, you know what I'm saying? I want to let you, like, no, I know what you're going to say. I know it can get dirty, it can get messy, whatever, but I'm ready for this fight. I know it's going to be hard. It's like, no, that's not what I meant. I want you to be prepared about what happens afterwards. She's like, what are you talking about? She said, you know what I'm saying? Once you go through this, when it's all said and done, you know what I'm saying, you will basically be on your own. Like when a deacon or bishop or pastor, bishop or whatever, are done with the first lady, you know what I'm saying, at midnight, it's like you Cinderella, you know what I'm saying, you just up at a pumpkin patch, you know what I'm saying, looking at homeless. And she was like, what? She's like, yeah, like they don't really care about, first ladies after they're done, which I don't think May ever thought about before she, before that moment. And so she has this whole epiphany, like, well, damn it, if I do go through it, it's like, what will I be when I'm no longer his wife? Like, what would I become? Like, what becomes of me? So we see her have the whole moment of reflection or whatever. So we then see Bishop. So Bishop is at church. Bishop is not asking everybody, have you seen May? Have you talked to May? Has anybody seen May? You know what I'm saying? He asked Corinne. He just asked everyone he saw, have you seen May? Have you seen May? But he don't know May asked at the lawyer's office. Anyway, when he asked Corinne back, she's like, no, I haven't seen her. She's not here either. He said, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? She'll find me soon. She will. Okay, she will. He said, it depends on when she's going to find me. Anyway, he go in his office and Charity's in there. Oh, Lord, what does she want? It was what Reverend said, okay? Bishop don't like, I won't say Bishop don't like Charity, but I feel like the last time we saw them was in church and Charity would not embrace him on the pulpit or whatever. She kind of backed away. So I guess he figured like, well, dang, is she here because, you know what I'm saying, she's still mad at me for, the whole thing, me and her mama. But, you know what I'm saying, he gets in there, and that ain't what she want. Daddy, I've been thinking. Well, hello to you, Charity. Oh, hi, Daddy. Okay, Daddy, I've been thinking, and, you know what I'm saying, I think, you know what I'm saying, I want to do something different in my life. Oh, well, we know you're going on tour. No, I quit the tour. He like, oh, okay, what are you talking about? She then says, you know what? Well, she know I'm not going back on tour because Kevin's back. I'm like, why does she keep saying because Kevin? You don't have to not go on tour because your ex-husband is back in town wanting to be a father to your child. Like, that's not a reason to be back in town. Again, you have enough family around that can help you monitor that person. Like, you don't have to be there. You choosing to not do. You're choosing to take a whole different path on your own. That ain't got nothing to do with Kevin. Anyway, she says, I want to preach. And he said, what? I just feel like, he said, no, you sing. No, Daddy, but think about this, you know what I'm saying? Singing, all our souls are songs. And Jesus, our God, is the most high choir director. I said, did you call Jesus a choir director? Girl, don't do that. He like, you know what? Did I ever tell you that time I wanted to be a baker? And he was like, I want to be a baker or whatever, but instead, you know what I'm saying, things happen in life, and now I became a pastor. She says, Daddy, you didn't tell me that story? He said, because it never happened. He lied, okay? He like, it never happened, you know what I'm saying? Because the call to be a pastor is never anyone's plan B. I said, hold up. Hey, Google, okay? So I Googled, because I said, I don't think that's true, Pastor. Okay, I got the point of what he meant. What he meant was, when something don't work out, your plan B should not be the pastor. I say, but a lot of people has done things primarily the first time, and then their secondary thing was to be a pastor. Who do you ask? Well, hey, Google told me. Loon from Bad Boy. Okay, Loon was a whole rapper in these streets. He became a pastor. Okay, he's actually a preacher within Islam. Mace became a pastor. Okay, he done went back and forth within the church. Rev Run, Rev Run, he used to be just Ron from DNC. He's now Rev Run because he became a reverend. Okay, MC Hammer, you know what I'm saying? The whole little too legit, he's a whole pastor, whatever. Curtis Blow, okay, he's a whole pastor. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, also Montel Jordan. Okay, let's ride all night. My love is body. You know what I'm saying? People have been in the industry of singing and making notes and, voice or whatever, and then chose a different path when things went differently. But I think his thing was, she don't really want to be a pastor. She just thinks she can't sing no more because whatever her reasons may be, and you can't pick pastoring just because, okay? And then she leaves mad because, you know what I'm saying, basically because she didn't Google first. You should have Googled before you went and talked to your daddy. Always, hey Google, and ask Google what's going on. Ask Google, ask Siri, anybody, go either way. Anyway, so she leaves, she mad. So we do see, what happened? Well, no, we just see like Grace gets a donation from somebody who's Rochelle sent. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? The lady does bring up how all the people they know who go through Rochelle is really happy with how Rochelle gets them some money. I'm like, Rochelle has to be up and embezzling somebody's money. The church's money, the funeral home's money, someone's money. I don't know whose. It's probably a Ponzi scheme if you ask me. Because again, how is she Skank's sister, but Skanks was hurting for money? If she got if she has the key to the monies, okay, how did he not invest with her? I don't know. Anyway, excuse me. But we then see Bishop come in or whatever and just tell her basically that he filed for divorce. You know what I'm saying? Because the papers your mama saw got this morning, you know what I'm saying, was for me, I filed for divorce. We don't see him say that to her, but you hear him say to her, I want you to hear this from me. And then it cuts off. We know what he told her. Okay. We then see Skanks coming through telling Jacob, I found some empty envelopes, Pastor. Okay? You know what I'm saying? We talking about Mrs. Skanks. I'm saying Tasha Skanks. Okay? She come through like, I found these empty envelopes, these empty offering envelopes where it looks as if people have opened them and took money out. And she says, I know that sometimes people may change their mind about what they're going to give, but she's like, it was just a abnormal amount of open cash envelopes. Like the other ones were not open, they were cash ones. It was just weird. And so he's like, that is weird. You know what I'm saying? It was first Sunday. And so he said, well, I need a list of all the ushers who was on, who was working that day holding collection plates. Oh, I already got that. Gives to him. She already had that done. I'm like, at least she's efficient. You know what I'm saying? She's a whole skank out in the streets, but she's a efficient skank. He then tells her to gather them all together, the people from the list, to have a meeting. He said, but don't tell them what it's about. Like, don't make no big deal. Just tell them I want to thank them for their work that they do. Okay, Pastor. So we then see Bishop come to see Jacob and ask, and have you talked to your mama? You're like, no, Dad, what's up with your mom? Okay. You know what I'm saying? When I proposed to May, you know what I'm saying? She told me no the first time. He's like, Pop, what are you talking about? He's like, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? She said she had other plans. You know what I'm saying? She was going to go off and do some other things. Like, so what I did was I closed down, whatever he said. We closed down like a church or something like that. Closed down my church, packed up my stuff and told her wherever she was going, I was going with her. I'm saying, so I did that to show her I was serious. Like sometimes your mama, you have to do something outrageous to get her to change her mind. He's like, you know what I'm saying, you have to be bold. And I think, you know what I'm saying, I think I did something too bold. I think I did something too much. Like, Pop, what did you do? He like, I filed for divorce. You did what? You did what? He's like, I was just trying to scare her. I was trying to scare her to change her mind. Oh, Pop, what the hell wrong with you? I'm like, Pop, what the hell is wrong with you? So we see May has now left the lawyer's office, and now she had a little bar. And it's a bar that she used to hang out with her best friend, and she say, back in the day. And she's the bar, just drinking. Had the bartender make her her little favorite drink, even told him how to make it. And she drinking. At one point, we see her even offer the ladies was there too, having a good little time to come sit with her and drinks on her. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, she just sitting there drinking. And sometimes it ain't nothing better than being at a bar, not a lounge, okay, with some good old soft music or whatever, not the crazy ghetto loud. You know what I'm saying? I'm old now, baby. I'm old. So sometimes when music's too loud, that's why I go to clubs a lot. They used to be too loud for my ears. So to just be in the bar, like having a couple of drinks, laughing with friends, you know what I'm saying, and you don't worry about driving home because you can get Uber nowadays. So ain't nothing better than that. You know what I'm saying? Except Jesus, okay? Except Jesus. Don't get them. Anyway, we see Charity call Jabari. Okay, she calls Jabari on the phone, and Jabari is kind of like, girl, what does she want? What do you want, girl? What do you want? Okay, and hey, I miss you. Oh yeah, I miss you too. I'm kind of busy right now. What's up? Oh, I was calling to talk to you. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm busy. Again, we see that he's kind of push her off to the side that she ain't getting a hint. Okay, and so she brings up because Kevin is this and Kevin is that, and you saying my dad is this and my dad is that. He like, you know what, girl, I gotta go. Okay, I'm busy. I'll talk to you later. Click. Hang up the phone, and then we see him walk over and be all up in the face of her replacement, the new singer. Okay, Jabari is slut. Anyway, she pops up to Kevin's house to pick the baby up early, and Kevin is not there. Aaron is there with the baby, and of course, it makes her a bit uneasy. uneasy. So he like, oh, you're early. Kevin went to the store to grab some things real quick. We thought you would not be here till 5. Oh, it's fine. I'm just here early. Okay, whatever. But she seems a little bit frazzled because 1, Kevin ain't there, and 2, Aaron's there with the baby. I would have told her, how about you come back when Kevin's here? Because I just don't want him saying. I probably, I don't know. It's hard when you are the boyfriend or the other person to the other parents, and the other parent comes to get it. I feel like the parents should be there to give off the kid. Like, I feel like if she gave the baby to Kevin should be there when she comes pick him up. Like, oh, have a seat. Kevin will be back in a minute. Like, I just don't want him to be like, not my tattoo all showing. I just don't want him not to be able to know, oh, let me call him real quick so he can know that you're taking the baby. But anyway, so she like, you know what? Oh, what's this toy? Oh, I got him sweet. He loves it. I bought it for him. Oh, it can stay here. He can have something to look forward to. I'm looking like she don't like Aaron. She's still not fully okay with her ex-husband being gay. And that takes a lot to be okay with. But the weird thing is, I'm like, you have moved on with Jabari. Y'all both have moved on your own way. So I'm like, her issue really is her issue really that he's gay. We shall see. Anyway, Aaron then says, before you leave, could you wait, because Kevin wants to talk to you. About what? He like, oh, there's something he wants to talk to you about. A person, like, we both need to talk to you. Oh, for what? It's not like y'all moving in together. And he gets real quiet, bitch. Real quiet. And she looked and she was like, oh my God. He's like, it just happened. That's why I was down here for the weekend. Like, I went and I had a job interview. I got the job. So, I'm going to now we'll be moving in together. Oh, and she looked shocked, of course. She looks very, very, very shocked. And, I'm saying, oh, it's fine. I don't, it's fine. I have things going on for me, too. I'm saying, it's fine. But we know she lying. She ain't got nothing going on. Okay, but whatever. We do see Grace kind of get roped into talking to a reporter because May ain't there. That whole thing. So Grace just does the interview about the church and women coming up in the churches or whatever. Cool. Now Jacob and Carissa, are at home, and Jacob was, wait, no, I got confused. So they're at home talking about, he's telling her how he's still shocked that his dad gave his mom divorce papers. So he's shocked. He's upset and shocked about that. So he's like, who serves their wife of 44 years with divorce papers? I'm like, people who want a divorce. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, he said, he says, who does that to scare the person? People who don't want a divorce. Okay, it goes both ways. Anyway, like, yeah, but mine said the Lord work it out one way or the other. So Chris, like, you know what? I just hope they work it out, because a world where they're not a couple, damn it, I just don't understand that world. So we then see Zora at the table. Zora is still being a whole difficult kid, and they're doing the whole some roses and thorn things to say how your day went. The son like, I did my homework in 3 minutes. Okay, that's a rose. And then she say, my thorn is sitting here. So can I go to my room? So Carissa like, girl, go to your damn room. Bye. So when she walks away, Jacob then tells Carissa, like, Tasha brought up that some money was missing from the collection place at the at First Sunday. What? And he looked like he thought it was Zora. No. What are you talking about? He like, look, she was the only new usher on services that day, and it's never happened before. Like, it can't be a coincidence. So she's like, look, she's having a hard time, but she's not a bad kid. You know what I'm saying? She's not a bad kid. That does not make her think she's a good kid. I'm like Carissa, she's not a good kid. She was a good kid. Every girl is a good kid until they get some penis in their life, and things just change. Like, Zora has not been a good girl since she started fucking with that boy. Okay, that boy at all. So we do see that because she like, I don't think it's him, and he looking like, you foolish. Like, he think it's Zora, and it really is Zora. But Chris like, she's a good kid, and she isn't. Girl, she isn't. Anyway, he has the whole meeting with the usher kids, and there is like 10, maybe 15 kids or whatnot. And he's like, y'all all do a great job. I know it can get hard, this and that, you know what I'm saying? But don't think that your hard work goes unnoticed. If we notice it all the time. You guys do great. We really appreciate it. He then says, in no other way, he says, you know what I'm saying? But, your hard work, nothing goes unnoticed. I see everything you do. I see it all. And he like, amen. Everyone says amen except for Zora. And then he looks dead at her and she says, amen. And she looks guilty. Like, she just looks guilty. You can't tell me she don't look guilty. But of course he did not say anything. But she looked like, if it's a bunch of Smurfs in there, you know what I'm saying, they're all blue and it's one red person, like, we know you ain't a Smurf. Like, you standing out right there, okay? You not a Smurf. Come on now, not thief. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what it was. It's Gargamel standing in a room full of Smurfs. And Gargamel, we see you, bruh. We see you clear as day. Okay. Anyway, so we do see May now at the bar, a little tipsy, you know what I'm saying, a little drunk. And she's telling the ladies that she invited to her table how back in the day, her and her best friend, Maxine used to hang out here all the time. Maxine so-and-so, the famous preacher. Yeah, we were best friends before we went to college, you know what I'm saying? Back then, we had decided to both go to Howard. She then says, but I didn't go because I fell in love. And you give all yourself to this man, and then in one instance, he takes it all away. You know what I'm saying? And so, of course, she's talking about, so when we heard Bishop say she was going to leave, we see she was leaving to go to Howard with her best friend. But he convinced her to stay. And we now see for her whole thing is, I was gonna go. I didn't go with my best friend because I was in love with Bishop and stayed here. So we then see her ask the bartender if the hotel, like across the street or whatever, is a good hotel because she feel like she's too drunk to drive, but she also don't want a dirty ass hotel. He said, well, it ain't the best, like, but it's definitely clean, like it's clean or whatever. And I'm like, I remember, like, story time for another time. Anyway, so he said, yes, it's clean or whatever, and it ain't no bugs, it's clean. She then calls the house, a little tipsy, at the bar, and Sophia's like, Grandma? Sophia, I'm so sorry that we did not do the dinner or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I will make it up to you, tell everyone I'm okay, and I'll be home tomorrow. And Bishop like, is that May? Let me talk to her. He gets on the phone, May, and she hears his voice. And she hangs up. And again, because for her, it's like, you served me divorce papers, bruh. She don't know that he did it as a scare tactic, but she like, you still did it. And now it has brought up all these other things for her to reevaluate in life. She hangs up on his ass, but when she hangs up on him, he acts like she did not hang up. Oh, okay, you'll be home tomorrow? Well, okay, whatever. He fakes it as Sophia's watching. So we do see a little scene with Grace. Grace is dating Rick Fox. I do not remember what Rick Fox's name is on this show, but he plays her boyfriend. I don't talk about him much because they seem to be so minimal, like sometimes it ain't much to talk about. Anyway, the last thing that we seen them was when he called her a hypocrite because she did not want to spend the night even though they having sex. Like, I don't want to spend the night because I don't want people to know that we're having sex. He like, but we are having sex, don't be a hypocrite. So they had a little argument about that. So now they have made up with that. And so, they're at dinner talking, and, she's like, I can't help but feel like, Rochelle is to blame for my parents and so the demise of their relationship. Like, I feel like she had a hand in that, but I just don't know. Something about her makes me feel like she's always lying about stuff. And I just can't put my finger on it. He says, well, I can call my contacts at the police station and kind of have them run a background check to be sure that she is who she says she is. That'll be great. So he does do that, okay? And he said, I looked into her, and, she does check out, like, nothing comes back funny. He says, but something did come back. And she's like, well, what's wrong? He like, there's this list at the IRS of all these mega churches who are not paying their personal taxes, and it's like a person at the IRS who was taking kickbacks to cover it all up. And there's like a list of all the churches. Like, let me guess. He's like, yep, Calvary. She said, no, Calvary's on the list. He says, it's at the top. She's like, damn it, man. Okay. Because again, this is stuff that she did not know was going on. So we do see Charity. We see like Charity, I thought she was riding home, and she got the little crying baby in the car. It's like a storm outside or whatever, and I'm like, she just going through her whole she's going through things to her ex-husband. Is not moving in with some guy. She didn't call Jabari. He kind of like, I'm busy. So I'm like, she's having a whole little moment or whatnot. We see May drunk dance on a dance floor, and not even like this drunk dancing. It's like free, slow, like free feeling, slow dancing, to the music or whatever. It's the whole thing, what I'm saying, old time vibe or whatever. And I feel like this is her first night as a free woman, if you ask me. We do see her go to the hotel room, get a hotel room, and stagger. She looks sloshed, and she gets the room and she just goes to sleep. And as she goes to sleep, we see or hear the commercial for her old best friend's church on the TV. Now, I do believe her best friend will be played by Patti LaBelle. I can't wait. I hope Patti sang, "When you've been blessed, it's like heaven." I would love if she sang that song at her church. Ooh, I would love that. Anyway, so May drunk, sleep in the hotel bed. We do see Charity, who I thought was on her way home, bitch. Charity drove to Jabari. So she get into the venue. She's walking in to the event that she would have been singing in. She's looking at Jabari up on stage with the girl who took her place singing, okay? So she's seen basically her life on stage, and it ain't her, okay? She's no longer the star of her own show. And so he then see her there with her baby. And he like, oh, God, Jesus, okay? What are you doing here? Oh, we took a road trip to see you. You know what I'm saying? You sounded so busy, so I made it easier for you to see us. You drove 7 hours with a baby. Well, I thought Kevin did not want you. I don't care what Kevin wants. I don't care what Kevin wants anymore. You know what I'm saying? But look, I'm back. I can be back on tour. You know what I'm saying? Put me in, coach. And he was like, no. Bitch. He was like, no, I have her. You know what I'm saying? She has a contract. I'm going to honor her contract, unlike you. Are you serious? I just can't. I can come back. He's like, no. You chose a whole different path. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, fine. We can come on tour. He was like, no, you can't come on tour with me. No. I'm like, how did she pop up and then say, okay, one, put me back in the show, and I'm here with a baby. And then when he says no, then say, okay, well, fine. We will just go with you on tour. Who's gonna pay for it? Girl, that's not that. Oh, she crazy. You know what I'm saying? He like, look, that won't work. I'm busy. Oh, with her, is she gonna replace me? He's like, well, yes, but no, not with her. You know what I'm saying? That's not what it is. I thought you loved me. You know what I'm saying? I thought you loved me. I did. Oh, I do. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm just busy, okay? I'm busy. You know what? I am so stupid. No one wants me. And he goes to like kind of touch her. Don't touch me. I'm like, what is you acting the fool for? Jerry, calm down, okay? Calm down. He like, look, you know what I'm saying? I gave you what you said you wanted. Okay, I gave you what you told me you wanted. You then decided to go in a different direction. So you cannot blame me for what you did. You chose this thing, not me. Well, why didn't you break up with me when I quit? He said, because I did not know if I wanted to, okay? I did not know what I want to do. However, I know now. We're over, okay? We're over. Go home, go home, go home. She said, they don't want me at home. He said, well, I don't want you here. So, bye-bye. I said, oh, damn it, man. Oh, Lord Jesus. And now, she's standing there crying, like calmly crying, but breaking down on the inside, just breaking all the way down. Okay, I'm like, Jesus. But I'm like, the thing about it is, when she said, they don't want me there, he said, well, I don't want you here. She don't want herself. I feel like she may have about a postpartum or whatever, because remember, she was pregnant with twins, and one baby died. So she got all kind of things going on that I don't think she handled yet. So, but I feel like she in her own self don't know herself or want herself. So she always feels like if no one else wants me, then I'm nothing. And she don't have self-love yet. That's what it is. So she then driving home, and she calls Kevin. And Kevin, like, I'm sorry that you did not hear from me first. Like, I did not want you to find out that way. Like, I wanted to, like, talk to you about it. Kevin is being an adult about the situation. I think he's trying to make amends for how he left before. But again, he wasn't gone for about, a month, maybe 2. It wasn't, baby's still young. And so, but he's trying to be an adult about things and make sure they have open communication. I want to talk to you and let you know what's going on. It's fine, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving on too. Like, it doesn't really matter. He's like, Charity, because he hear he hear like a storm. He like, Charity, where are you? I'm on tour. I'm like, why are you lying, girl? You not on tour, or is you following Jabari? So he looked like, this bitch is crazy. How was she gone with my kid again? But she's just, who knows? Anyway, we see a damn it. Oh, wait a minute. We see a scene. Where Tasha and Rochelle are talking. And, Tasha is not all the way on board as much as we thought she was before, because she's questioning Rochelle about why she's doing what she's doing. And I'm like, but ain't it really your husband, what's his boy name? Basie? This is Basie's plan. She just helping out, and you was helping him too, but whatever. So she's like, how did you do it? Like, how did you get the IRS to open back up the file, the case on the GreenLeafs? I can do everything. I can do it all. Like, and plus the money goes a long way. So we find out that she is the one who actually got this IRS case opened back up. It wasn't like an old oops thing. She did it. Okay, I'm like, Lord Jesus. She's like, but don't you ever like worry? Like, you have everything. She's like, whose side are you on? Like, girl, what? So Rochelle can't believe that she's even asking her, like, do you think about what? Whose side are you on? And Tasha say, I mean, don't you worry about your soul. She was like, girl, he killed my daddy. James killed my father. He burned down that church. My father died, and me and Baze's daddy. And he did all that for an insurance check. I cannot believe that. The GreenLeafs have been making a mockery of religion for 2 decades. And she said, if you ask me, it might be longer if that little high yellow daughter of theirs keep going doing things. You know what I'm saying? So don't question me about my soul, okay? Okay. Because I don't have time for no backsliding. I'm like, backsliding? I don't think she backsliding. Is she backsliding? I mean, she might be backpedaling the pussy popping, but she's not backsliding. But, you know what I'm saying? I digress. Anyway, but it's the first time that we see Tasha not all the way, like, really just trying to scam them. I mean, she is, but she ain't. So it's kind of weird. But she realized that Rochelle is all the way in on it, and she don't want no back lip. Anyway, we then see Jacob walk in the house. Jacob walked in the house just mad. Just so mad. Like, Carissa is hurt. She stole the money. I'm like, did I miss something, bitch? Did something happen? He just came in convinced that Zora was the one taking the money. So he go to the room and she has the door locked. He's like, why is the door locked? Bam, bam, bam. Open the door, Zora. Bam, bam, bam. Open the door. He like, calm down, Jacob. Calm down. She didn't take the money. He like, I'm telling you, she took the money. Baby, she took the damn money. Zora in her room acting a little like, quiet. What? Oh my God. She opened the door. What? We told you don't lock this door. Where's the money? She's like, what money? I know you stole the money from church. Where is the money? So she acting like he has no idea what he's talking about. Mom, stop. Because he ran, like he opening the drawers. He going through, he's flipping boxes. He doing all the things. Where is it? Where is it? He going through everything. He going through everything. And he like, it was kind of messy. And I'm like, he gonna look real bad if she don't have that money anywhere in her room. Dresser looking through it, drawers looking through. He opens the closet looking through. You then see her like look at a box, and she like, Dad, stop! I don't have any money. Carissa think Jacob's going crazy. He grabs the box that we see her looking at, and when he opens it, the money is in there. And the money is in there, balled up like church money be balled up. Okay, and he like, you lied to me. You lied to me. I can't believe you. Can't believe you. And then he walks out pissed. And then Carissa like, she looks so hurt. Because again, she kept telling Jacob she's a good kid. She didn't do this. She believed in her and trying to help her daughter, like, get her things back. And you up his, you literally fucking with the church's money. Literally. Girl, bad. I said, Jesus Christ, Mary and Joseph. Anyway, we see the ending is, Meg finally comes to the church, okay? It's the whole next day. She done sobered up. She done got dressed, left the hotel. She comes to the church. Corinne, book me a flight to Atlanta. I want to go visit an old friend of mine, okay? So book that for me or whatever. Thank you. She then goes in to see Bishop. Oh my God, hey May, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I was impulsive. I shouldn't have done it. I was trying to scare you. I don't want to divorce. He's on a whole apology tour. And then she said, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It made me look at my life and my decisions and my choices, okay? So it was a blessing in disguise, okay? It was a blessing in disguise. You're like, oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Maybe we can start all over. She's like, no, we can't. I am done pointing fingers, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to start off. I'm done pointing fingers. I forgive you, James. You're like, oh, do you, man? Oh my God, I'm so happy. You know what I'm saying? You're like, well, you know what? I just can't forgive myself for marrying you. I'm like, this is going left really, really fast. I'm like, what's going on? Because she was so calm. She was so calm, okay? And he like, what are you talking about? I can't forgive myself for marrying you. And I made you my calling. When God called me doing things, I looked away from that, and I made you and us and this my calling. And you know what I'm saying? This is not my calling. It's not my calling. He said, well, what is? Okay, what's your calling, man? And it's, I don't know. But anything other than being at the mercy of a man who plucks at my absurdly constructed life. I said, no, that's a sentence, okay? That is a sentence. I said, girl, okay, you thought about that one. She then says, here are the notes from my lawyer, from the divorce thing. And he like, don't do this. Don't do this. I have to. It's time to go. And then she walks away. Hey, I said, come on now, May, leave that man, girl. Gotta go right now. And I'm like, as much as we want them to stay married, if you think about it, they not like, it's different now. It's really, and it don't mean that they can't be friends. It don't mean that, it's a lot that can go into even them being divorced or the process of them getting divorced. I liked seeing her take that stance. Even though May ain't perfect and she had her own sins and has made her own mistakes, she do realize my first mistake was putting him before me. And me putting him before me is kind of what got us here, okay? And so I'm not going to allow that to happen anymore. I need to kind of step out on my own and do some things. So I'm like, okay, man, I love it. Anyway, so that's my review. Thank y'all for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Peace.